In Tennessee, pastor raped his 14-year-old daughter for 2 years and gets a shorter jail time for being, quote, a man of God. A former pastor was convicted of raping his adopted teenage daughter beginning when she was just 14 years old. David Lynn Richards Jr. was found guilty by the jury on 9 felony counts, including rape, incest, and sexual battery by an authority figure. He was given only 12 years of prison time, despite the prosecutor recommending a sentence of 72 years. The judge attributed this light sentence to Richards's religious leadership and the outpouring of support from his congregation. The pastor maintains his innocence despite DNA evidence to the contrary.
Okay, so I was going to ask, how do we know this was because this is religious? But the judge apparently made it very obvious.
Yes.
Like he just, okay. But how, is that not, where is this again?
In Tennessee.
Okay, United States. Mm-hmm. So is this not illegal? Like, can the judge just do that? But like, oh, you're a man of God, so you get lesser sentences? Like, it could just do that? And that's everybody like, okay, I guess. Like, wouldn't that be against the, I don't know, something? How do U.S. laws work? Is that not against our constitution or something?
I mean, I'm no lawyer. I'm no attorney.
Oh, really? Great. Thank you.
But, it really, my vague impression is that it is up to their discretion. So I was reading that there is some, he was saying that, this is like a first time offense. That weighed his decision. He had an outpouring of support from his congregation. He was receiving letters from people that this pastor was having Bible studies with while he was in jail awaiting his sentencing. And that all seemed to sway his decision. And he only has to spend at least 9 years behind bars before he becomes eligible for parole. And now there is a petition for this judge, Judge Steve Swords, to be removed. And
oh yeah, great. Like, is that? Let's share that petition. Where can we find this petition?
I couldn't find it, and the petition also included some inaccurate information, so I didn't want to include it. But the courtroom was filled with 30 people supporting this pastor and only 6 people for the victim.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. It means, like what, we're in the most advanced country on this planet. The people who are supposed to like judge you are making decisions based on if you're best buddies with an ancient god. Like, what the hell? Like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm exhausted to even express my frustration. We just were like, oh yeah, well, again, like, we're so used to this nonsense that I don't even know, like, what do we say? Do we just have to go through another rage again oh yeah, I fucked the child, but hey, I'm buddies with the Sky Daddy, so meh? Like, really? That's where we're at right now?
Yeah, it's really bad. And this guy is he's maintaining his innocence. Like, he still says that he's fully innocent. A lot of people in his congregation say that he's fully innocent.
Yeah, but that's not that's not affecting that's not. I wouldn't mind if the judge was like, if the decision was influenced by the fact that maybe we don't know, right? No, but it was determined that no, he is guilty, but he's a man of God. That's a different argument. If the argument was like, oh, maybe he's innocent, then I don't care if he's a man of God or not. That should be taken into account. But this is not what's being taken into account. The decision has been made that, okay, he's guilty, but apparently he's a man of God. So like, that's really fucked up, and that this is acceptable. Like how, like, we don't even need to comment on this. We could just read the news and just like let people, everybody knows how outrageous. Like, given that most people know how outrageous this is, I would argue that even most Christians would know how outrageous this is. How is this acceptable in United States justice system, given that most people can just be like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, most sane people listening to this will be like, holy shit, yeah, that's fucked up. How is it that something that's so obviously fucked up makes it into the United States? Are we missing something here? No?
Our justice system has not been doing so well for a long time, unfortunately.
Well, to be fair, it's better than most countries' justice system, but that doesn't say much. Scott on Facebook is saying it won't be short enough when this guy goes to prison. What? Those boys don't like people who harm children. You better pray and hard, buddy, but I doubt your God will be there to help when you are in new reality. Oh, so Scott is hoping that the other prisoners will do something to this guy. First of all, it's not like that in prison. The security, like, there is, like, yeah, I know that sometimes prisoners get in trouble with other prisoners just because they were child molesters or something like that. But that's not guaranteed, first of all. And second of all, that's not the right type of justice to hope for, right? We don't want the justice to be based on vigilante by other criminals in prison, and we don't want people to be like physically attacked. There needs to be a process. There needs to be due process and all that stuff, right? So yeah. So I don't agree with Scott. Mark is saying outpouring support he received from his parishioners says a lot about them. Let's be fair to the parishioners. We don't know if they actually, like, people like, oh yeah, look, he's molested a child and people still support him. Well, to be fair to them, they think he's innocent, okay? So even if they're wrong, they're not like, it would be more outrageous. They're like, yes, he raped a child, but he loves Jesus, so we love him. Like, no, they're not. That's not what they're saying right now. I mean, they do say that sometimes. A lot of Christians do say that shit like that, which is crazy. But in this situation, they're not saying that. They're saying he's innocent. Even if they're wrong, it's less outrageous, right? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it makes sense. I said it. Marty's saying, definitely not being a man of God when he's doing that kind of crap. What are you talking about, Marty? Definitely not being a man of God when he's doing that kind of crap? No, what? No, man of God do this all the time. Man of God doesn't stop you from doing stuff like no, please do not make it seem like, some people say like, oh, I wish these Christians took their values seriously, and even if it's bullshit, at least if they followed Christianity, they wouldn't be doing so much crap. There's nothing in Christianity that stops you from doing this. There's nothing in Islam no, it doesn't. Like, show me the Christianity actually gives you permission to do shit like this as long as you believe in Jesus.
Susanna, by the way, Michael Sherlock is on Facebook live chat.
What? Oh, yay!
What happened?
Michael Sherlock is on Facebook live chat.
Oh, really? Hey, Michael Sherlock. I want Susanna's opinions on this. Oh, Susanna, why? Michael Sherlock is in the live chat simping for Susanna. Susanna, tell Michael Sherlock your opinion.
I mean, what is there to say? This is terrible. This is reprehensible, and any excuse or lighter sentence because of an appeal to some religion is unacceptable. Yeah.
Right. Are you happy, Michael Sherlock? They're like, Michael Sherlock, let the woman speak. God damn it, Armin. Matt is here. Okay.
Shubham, do you have anything to add?
Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell thingy. If you haven't, I don't know why. What's holding you back? Okay. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, why haven't you subscribed to our channel? Explain that to us, please. Like, bell, and also if you're not getting notifications and stuff because YouTube is not telling people that we have shows, because YouTube is like, oh, this person told us that they want to get your shows, right? They want to get your videos, but nah, we think is no. And they also hit the bell button, but nah, you guys are too controversial. We want to show them mainstream stuff. We want to show them CNN or cat videos or whatever. But people are like, no, we want to see Atheist Republic. And YouTube is like, no, we don't think you want this. They're like, no, please show it to us. We say to you, we want to see Atheist Republic. And YouTube is like, no, we think we know what's better for you than you yourself. So, to solve that, there's a link in the description, which is to our newsletter. So hopefully we could email it to you. So hopefully you get some of our content that way, okay? So, yeah, subscribe to our newsletter as well. And share our videos, because we do get demonetized. That's an obvious on every one of our videos. So F that. But we don't care about that anymore. But we also get deprioritized. And that's even more damaging to us. Deprioritized, what does that mean? That means we don't show up on the suggested, videos on the right and all that, on people's homepages. And that's how channels grow. Unfortunately, we can't grow. So we need you guys to share our videos.